Top 10 upcoming fall anime to get you hyped. Spy X Family Part 2. Oh yes, the freaking adorable Anya is back. Spy Family was that anime that got so much hype, and it actually lived up to that. It was just so wholesome. Finally, this lovely shonen anime giving you something different. A break from the seasonal Isekai Anime. A change from the "oh, I wanna be the best Hokage there ever was." So hell yes, a collab from WIT Studio and Cloverworks will continue. Core 2 mofos. If it tells you anything, I'm still waiting to get some Spy Family merch like an Anya figure. Hell, anything Spy Family related is super overpriced here in Japan. So part 2 and hopefully a sequel keep on coming. How will Anya get her little ass expelled? My Hero Academia Season 6. Another year, another My Hero Academia season. And yeah, I'm saying it, I'm hyped for My Hero Academia. Don't get me wrong, I know Season 4 and Season 5 weren't the best things ever, but you're finally getting the Avengers endgame of My Hero Academia. At least for now. Thankfully, no My Hero Academia movie in sight. Clearly, the past seasons have really suffered in animation and other quality, just due to Bone Studio having split themselves between the My Hero Academia movie and TV anime, releasing closely to each other. My Hero Academia Season 3 needs to be a banger. It needs all the attention it could get. So if you have actually been burned out by My Hero Academia, this is actually a really great time to come back. Recall when All Might went toe-to-toe versus All for One? It's gonna be on that level, perhaps even surpassing it. I'm just waiting for some more god tier animation scenes, especially for one certain fight. Let's just see which anime child gets more attention, or another special anime coming up. Mob Psycho Season 3, Mob is back. Color me super surprised, although not for the reason you might expect. Mob Psycho was actually one of the few mangas I read before the anime blew it up. Thankfully, we've all been fortunate enough to get a Mob Psycho Season 2 with more god tier animation scenes. By the end, I thought that was probably it. It mostly wrapped up the story. It's very close to the ending, which is why I was expecting Mob to get maybe an anime movie or theater OVA special perhaps. So what the hell is this final Mob Psycho Season 3 business? You got Bone Studio coming back. So is it going to be Mob Psycho versus My Hero Academia within the studio? Really important question, which one gets priority? Specifically their top animation talent. Let's be honest, probably My Hero Academia needs some more. With the anime almost at the finish line, is the anime going to be adding more or expanding to the manga source material? Hopefully it's not just a bunch of filler. Suzume no Tojimari, or Suzume's Door Locking, a Shinkai anime film. Are you ready for the successor to Kimi no Nawa, or more recently, Weathering with You? Hell yeah, those comparisons will be made till the end of time. You've only got yourself to blame, Shinkai, for being the James Cameron of anime films. The trailers are actually giving me this Doctor Strange meets Portal meets Isekai Shokudo type of vibe. Really just using these doors to travel all around Japan. So expect there to be a lot of chances to show off the animation being extremely gorgeous. Story-wise, unlike Kimi no Nawa or Weathering with You, it does look a lot more magical from the get-go. It briefly almost looks like some magical school anime. The latest trailer almost even gives you this end of Madoka vibe. I've been a Shinkai fan for a while, so I'm gonna be cautiously optimistic. Speaking of which, hardcore Shinkai fans will be wondering, will any Weathering with You characters make any cameos? Or cameos from past Shinkai films? You know we're gonna be watching. The Tensura Slime Sakai movie. Hell yeah, the adorable slime is back. Like a lot of recent anime, this is getting the upgrade to the big screen. And from the looks of it, we're gonna get some really nice pieces of animation. Looks like they're going to the small remote country to help out this queen that's troubled, but also meeting the brother of a certain ogre. Not gonna lie, this setup actually feels like that of a filler movie. And actually, I just found this out while researching this. Apparently, this movie is in fact not canon, or at least this is not based on the light novel source material. Who knows, it may be like the SAO Ordinals Kill movie. You know, being anime only, being the bridge before the eventual Slimy Sakai Season 3 announcement. But let me know, does this potentially being a filler type of movie just kill the hype for it? To Your Eternity Season 2. Oh yes, the Fields Train is back. Very fitting for the 8 silent voice creator. I still recall episode 1 feeling like an anime short movie that could be standalone. My heart still aches till this day. And then our lovely main character Fushi went on to meet other unfortunate people. So the question is, will the anime keep on repeating this formula it had until now? And just to quickly address the elephant in the room, weebs were left split on the final longer island arc. So if you were put off by that, the good news is that it's time to come back. They're already hinting at another time skip, teasing new people, new friends. Just be assured that To Your Eternity Season 2 will change things up. You may even completely fall in love with this upcoming character. But like Season 1, be sure to get that tissue box ready. Bleach, the 1000-Year Blood War, aka Bleach, the final season. Hell fricking yes! Is this the 2000s? I know I'm extremely biased, but out of the big three, I've always had a soft spot for Bleach. Any Bleach anime fan will recall the anime suddenly just stopping, and hardcore Bleach fans will recall the manga's abrupt ending, cancelled way too soon. I'm personally really hyped for the Bleach anime coming back for two major reasons. First off, the Bleach and Ichigo story could now have a proper ending. If from what we heard is true, the anime should be fleshing this out much more, especially the fate of certain characters. The Bleach anime coming back was really this anime miracle. I mean, if Ichigo could get a comeback like a decade later, The Devil's a Part-Timer anime sequel this year too, it practically proves anything could get a reboot or sequel. So let me ask, Tokyo Ghoul anime reboot when? The SEO Progressive movie, the second one. This time you got Kirito and Asuna plus their +1 Mito jumping from floor 1 to floor 5. Something I still really wish they weren't doing. On the bright side, fricking finally Argo is getting her screen time. And in case you're scratching your head thinking, huh, didn't this already come out? Yeah, the second SAO movie technically was supposed to come out at the end of summer season, but it got delayed due to Rona still being a thing here in Japan. And yes, I'm still extremely salty about my early screening being cancelled for it. Post how hyped you are down below. And some quick love to the Underdogs. Reincarnated as a sword. Not just another generic seasonal Isekai anime. You got the main character here, he's Sakai, and he becomes this overpowered sword. He just happens to fall into the hands of this little slave cat girl. With their teamwork, they eventually become the Sakai Punisher, going up against any disgusting slave traders. Oh yes, now for me, she's coming for you. Fun fact, her voice actress is Eris from Mushoku Tensei, and the sword is being voiced by Roy Mustang or Urahara from Bleach. My only worry for this Isekai anime is that perhaps it's just gonna be overlooked. Either way, expect more ridiculous Isekai anime titles. Vending machine Isekai anime when? Mobile Suit Gundam The Witch from Mercury. Have you been looking to get into Gundam, or perhaps just been curious? This upcoming Gundam anime is a perfect time to jump in. It is a new timeline, there's new lore, new characters. It notably has a female lead. Is this the first for Gundam? I myself am a Gundam newbie. Even after seeing 1000 anime, the timeline is keeping me away. And really, just as an anime fan, I'm glad that Gundam hasn't switched over to CG mix by now, cause they totally could have. Both the trailer and the first 5 minutes already won me over. I don't know about you, but I'll be checking this out weekly. The Eminence in Shadow. Imagine Megumin, but as the lead and a guy. Hell yes, a Chunibyo main character. You got the main character that loves playing this edgelord type of role. You got this main character that's really just playing make-believe. He formed this group called the Shadow Garden. He claims their goal is to work in the shadows, preventing the resurrection of this demon lord. So in turn, this group is accidentally actually going against a cult trying to revive that demon lord. So can this Kirito wannabe and his harem play this annoying Team Rocket role? And just to give you a little more push, it's not exactly similar, but I do get this Overlord vibe from it. Urusei Yatsura. Another super old anime and manga getting a reboot to this day and age. Which honestly, unless you're a hardcore weeb, this is largely unknown outside of Japan. You should know it is by the Inuyasha author, or more recently Yashahime. The setup for here is that you got aliens invading, and in typical anime fashion, you get this little boy that gets chosen to accept their challenge. With the fate of humanity at stake, the kid has to play a game of tag versus the alien's daughter. To make things more interesting, he actually has to grab her body in this super game of tag. Another little twist here is that if he actually wins this, could he actually end up with this waifu as a prize? You know the Jojo Studio David production is gonna be pumping up these spicy scenes. This anime situation actually reminds me of the recent Devilman Crybaby. A manga that's super ancient, most weeps never seen it, the Jojo Studio could just go wild. Fun fact too, the waifu Ram is actually the voice actress for Nagatoro, and the main character is voiced by Levi. Chainsaw Man. No surprise, this is my number 1 hyped anime. And from the Chainsaw Anime trailer so far, MAPPA is bringing their A+ game. We've got some super animation. We may actually get some fights to rival fricking Demon Slayer. We're not gonna get half-assed CG, sorry Attack on Titan. So let me just add myself to the list of other anime YouTubers hyping the hell out of this. But not gonna lie, that hype is deserved. It's the Chainsaw Man coming after Demon Slayer for Anime of the Year. Move over, Tanjiro, your plot armor just got destroyed. So thanks for watching, hope you enjoyed, go ahead and watch this next juicy video. Consider subscribing for weekly juicy anime videos and I'll see you guys later.